Mabuhay everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video, I'll be giving you my performance review of the KT8. Let's go. Guys, this is the Anta KT8, of course, Klay Thompson's 8 signature sneaker from Anta, which is, I'm going to give a very warm round of applause for Anta because they have killed it in 2022, and I believe there's no way but up for them. So kudos to Anta brand for really stepping up your game and giving us value for money for basketball sneakers and very nice technology in your basketball sneakers. But before we go to the performance review of the KT8, I just want to give another shout out to Anta for giving us a very nice box of the KT8. It has the KT's or Klay Thompson's logo in front, and there is like water splitting it in half, and it has the signature on this side. And what's nice about this box is it has the sketch of the sneaker inside, and you know what you're getting inside the sneaker. So the tech, the cushion, the traction, and of course the upper of the sneaker. At the back, it has Klay's graphic there, which is really cool. Look, yeah, Thompson, so golden silence. So really nice box from Anta for the KT8. Now let's go back to the sneaker. Let's start off first with the upper of the KT8s, which features the speed fiber all throughout the sneaker from the forefoot to the heel. And if you haven't touched or you haven't seen the KT8 personally, it has the same feel like the Lino weave from Jordan brand, but it's a tighter weave. It's a fuse weave that is close together, and what it really brings you is the support. That's one thing that I immediately felt out of this material. And under that weave or the speed fiber is another layer of material, which is like a thin layer of mesh, which will give extra durability to the upper of the sneaker. And you can see some perforations on the lateral part and the medial part of the sneaker for extra ventilation around the forefoot part of the sneaker. You can also see it here on top of your forefoot. Like I said, I'm really impressed with the support the KT8 is giving us. It feels very durable, so don't worry about it, because even if you are scratching it, you can hear it. It's really fused, so it gives extra durability to the material, and it runs from the forefoot to the heel. Moving on to the lacing system of the KT8, it has a very nice, kind of like a speed lacing system found on the Jordan 11. So when I crank this up, look how fast it tightens. And when you are trying to open it up, just loosen the top part and just pull it outwards, then it will loosen up very quickly. So I really like the lacing system found in the KT8s. And of course, this colorway is from Kevon Looney, which is Klay's teammate, and it has the 5 here and another 5 on the other side, so that's his number. And another thing that gives the Kevon Looney touch is this long-lived Wati. So Wati is a friend of Kevon Looney, which I think died 2018 if I'm not mistaken, and he was a close friend that really pushed Looney harder to work harder in his craft, and he was really close to Looney, and he kept on putting long live Wati in the sneakers that he was wearing. So kudos to Looney. He's been an Anta ambassador for quite some time now. He's been seen wearing different kinds of KT8, so this is his personal KT8s, and it has his logo here, Kevon Looney, at the back. So around the tongue, it has this holographic text, Anta and long live Wati. And there's actually these are 3 images, which is really impressive, in the 2013 draft. So Klay was drafted in the 2013 draft. So 3 images around the tongue of the KT8, which is really dope. Around the tongue, it has a foam back mesh, which has a honeycomb-like pattern on top, and The comfort of the tongue is really nice around your skin. Moving to the back part of the sneaker is a major difference from the previous KT models, because usually the KTs have a higher cut or a mid-cut sneaker, but with this one they trimmed it down into a low cut, and you can convert it into a semi high cut looking sneaker. But actually this piece doesn't give you extra ankle protection. It's just like a placebo effect that when a material touches your skin, it kind of gives you that the shoe is part of your foot. It gives you that sensation. So I think that's what Anta is going for in this, and you have a lot of free range of motion around the ankle. So this is technically a low cut sneaker. This is for the looks and for that feeling of the shoe being part of your skin, of your body, and I think it will give you that faster reaction based on research. So I think that's a good design from Anta, but let me know if you think that's a gimmick or not. Hit me a comment down below. But I like wearing it facing downwards, but I like the graphics there, similar to the graphics found in the Anta logo. And you can bend it down, and there's a button here that is really nice, high quality button, and it doesn't loosen up when you're playing. So if you just button it, it won't loose up when you're playing. The insole of the KT8 is a very nice insole. It's the N2 insole, if you can see it. So it gives extra bounciness and comfort right below your foot. The strobo board is kinda hard for this one. I just wish that they use a fabric here so that you can immediately feel the Nitro Edge foam right below your foot to give you that extra, more plush feeling right below your foot. But the cushion, speaking of cushion, of the KT8, at first you would feel it, you wouldn't feel the cushion that much, the plushness that much, but after several hours of play with this one, when the cushion setup warms up, the Nitro Edge foam, you would feel it below, and it's a very nice feeling. And I actually like the feeling of the Nitro Edge foam here compared to the KT7, so I think it's an upgrade. It feels more bouncy given that the KT8 is a little bit closer to the ground compared to the KT7s. So this one gives you a more plush ride, a better bounce back feel, especially around the forefoot, while on the heel it has that smart sand, which also the KT7 has, but this one feels more plush. You would feel the impact protection around the heel. Even though you're low to the ground, the impact protection on the KT8 is really good. So I would say you need to break this in a little bit. So after breaking in the cushion, it will really give you a very nice plush feeling, impact protection, and bounce back feel on the KT8. Now this is one thing that I really like about the KT line, his signature sneaker, which is of course the support that you'll be getting out of the KT8. I've been raving about that since the KT5, 6, 7, which they really step up the game in terms of support, given that Clay had a really serious injury in terms of his knee and ankle, his Achilles. So his sneakers was really made towards support, and the KT8 really gives you that impression, because first you will feel this 3D flow, this yellow part of the sneaker, which is like a X crossbar that goes in the midfoot part. So this is actually a shank plate that goes and wraps the sneaker on the side part of the sneaker to give you that very nice lateral support and prevents the sneaker from over twisting. So when you're going for a step back and you're planting your feet, this is one thing that you will really notice immediately on the KT8. This is something that I felt on the Luka ones, which I really love on the Luka ones. The support on the lateral part of the Luka ones is really nice, and the KT8 is no different in that aspect, because you feel really balanced on the KT8 and you wouldn't feel that wobbling feeling at all. So if you are a shooter or plant your foot very quickly for a jump shot, and if you are doing a lot of step back, side to side move, and you want to pull up for a jump shot quickly. This is one of the sneakers that will give you that quick feeling of balance and stability, and I really like the stability and support that I'm feeling on the KT8. And if that's not enough, it has a full length, almost full length carbon fiber plate, which will give you more energy return when you're running up and down the floor. If you're just walking around, you wouldn't feel the carbon fiber activate, but after breaking the cushion in, then when you start to run up and down the floor, you would feel that spring back that the carbon fiber plate. And I really like it for this kinds of technology that sneakers is giving us. Like, it gives a little bit more edge, and of course, in terms of protection, it will give you extra support to prevent from injuries. I almost forgot to mention the extra cushion that is found on the heel part of the KT8. It's a Smart SAM unit found on the heel, which gives extra impact protection on the heel part of the sneaker, thus making it very knee friendly and lessens the impact around your knees. Now let's go to the traction of the KT8, which has this circular traction radial pattern that starts from the middle, and there's a window of the nitro edge foam here. It goes out, and the rubber compound is pliable but at the same time very thick, and I think this will hold up for outdoor use. And look at how nice that lateral outrigger is. I really like a very nice lateral outrigger on basketball sneakers because it really helps out in terms of balancing and stability. If you constantly change sneakers like I do, you would really appreciate this. You will really feel the difference compared to other sneakers. And I really like a very nice accented or exaggerated lateral outrigger on the KT8, for example. And the traction on the heel is also spiral-like, and there's a window on the carbon fiber here. And for the traction, clean court, semi-dusty floor. I mean, it grips really hard and very nicely. And on a very dusty floor, it kind of gathers a little bit dust, but you just need to do a slight wipe every now and then. Don't need to do it often, and and after that you're good to go. And also on a moist floor, I played with this on a moist floor. It's been raining here and it was still gripping, and like I said, mostly on Chinese basketball sneaker, I can see my opponents or my teammates wearing the US brand basketball sneakers and they were slipping, and this is one of the sneakers that will still grip. Of course, it won't grip as hard when it's on a clean and dry court, but it will still stick on the floor and prevent you from injuring yourself if you overextend or when you slip and you pull your groin. That's one of the worst feeling ever. So traction wise on the KT8 is thumbs up. Heel containment lockdown of the sneaker is not a problem. Just get the right size, and it has a very nice lockdown, although the Achilles pillows is not that accented or exaggerated, but still contains your Achilles very nicely and gives you a very nice ankle protection because it has a very large heel plate inside, and you can feel it. It's until here, so it's really huge, so it cups your heel really well. Plus the foam, this A-flash edge foam, goes up to and cages your heel quite nicely. So like I said, heel support, lateral support. So the main thing on the KT8, it shouts support all throughout the sneaker. So if you are someone in need of a very supportive sneaker, a very stable sneaker, a KT8 is a must try for you. I would recommend it for those types of player that is injury prone around the ankle and you often twist your midfoot part of the sneaker and you often twist the midfoot part of your foot. The KT8 is a must try for you. As for the weight of the KT8, it is 457 grams, so it's a little bit lighter compared to the KT7s because of course it's a low cut sneaker, and I think the material that they use on the upper is thinner, So I really like it, like that they reduced the weight, because on the KT7, that's one thing that I noticed is it was quite heavy. I think it's 500 grams on the KT7 if I'm not mistaken. So really 50 grams is a big difference from 500 grams. As for the price of the KT8, it is quite expensive. It is 8,900 pesos here in the Philippines. So that's around 180 US dollars. It's quite expensive, but if you think about it, the tech that you'll be getting out of the KT8 is top of the line. You have almost a full length carbon fiber plate, an extra support, this 3D flow support. The upper is made out of the speed fiber, which is really high quality, and it gives you a very nice support. So overall, I would say quality wise, it really, the price for the KT8 I think is very justifiable. So if you are a player, like I've said, who are looking for those things, like I mentioned earlier, the KT8 is a good investment to get. And if you are more on the budget, maybe wait a little bit longer and save up. I think it will go on sale eventually, but for its performance, I would say this is really a good sneaker, and it's an improvement from the KT7s. So that's about it on my performance review of the KT8. Let me know what you think about this sneaker. Have you played in them? Let me know what you think. Hit me a comment down below. This has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by this channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.